I think Google should make a new commercial about Chromebooks. Something like, I don't know. Maybe the new Google commercial about Chromebooks should be something like ransomware. Forget about it. Get a Chromebook. It seems like nowadays, if you search the web over security and web security, everything you see is about ransomware and how more sophisticated those guys are becoming. Anyway, welcome to this morning's early brief chat about Chromebooks. If you are new out there and want to say hello, please do have a question. Let me know. If you missed this one, sorry I missed you. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. So we'll take a look at a short video about Chromebooks, the top 5 myths, at least, about Chromebooks, misconceptions, and maybe some misunderstandings. Chromebooks aren't for everybody, but nothing is for everybody, right? Just a thought. All right, let's play about a few minutes of this I recorded earlier, and let me know what you guys think. So here we go. There are many misconceptions and half-truths when it comes to Chromebooks. Let's take a look at my top 5 myths about Chromebooks in no particular order. All right, number 1 Chromebook myth. Chromebooks are only good for schools. Well, it is true that Chromebooks are great for schools because of low cost and low maintenance, but you can also play games, watch videos, play music, movies, and of course, edit documents. Number 2. You can't play games on Chromebooks? I just answered that question. Check out Google Stadia, for example. Myth number 3. Chromebooks have no internal storage. Well, I guess that depends how much storage you need. Last I checked, you can get Chromebooks up to 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, that may or may not be enough for you. Of course, don't forget external storage and, of course, web-based storage, cloud storage like Google Drive. Myth number 4. Chromebooks have Linux or based on Linux and are full of bugs. All right, okay. You win. You got me on this one. This is half true. Yes, Chromebooks are based on Linux. And I'll let you know as soon as I see my first bug. But seriously, you can enable, as an option, Linux apps, installing Linux apps on Chromebooks. They may or may not work properly in my tests. Now, you can disable that and not use them at all. But in terms of the machine itself and the core operating system, I have not seen any bugs, at least none that have been persistent. And finally, myth number 5. You can't Skype on Chromebooks. Think about this for a second. Chromebooks are essentially best for web-based applications. So you're trying to tell me that web-based applications like Skype will not work on a web-based machine? All right, jokes aside, you can try web.skype.com. Also, you can try Google Meet, Zoom, Google Duo, Microsoft Teams, and a host of others. Myself, I kind of prefer Google Meet or Skype. That's it for my top 5 Chromebook myths. If you have any others, please post them in the comments below. Do you have a Chromebook? Let me know. Is it good or bad for you? There are many misconceptions. All right, so I did test Skype, the web-based client Skype on the Chromebook. It seems okay in my opinion. In my very brief test, again, it's a web-based application. You really don't have to install it. But yes, you can do web chats on a machine that's designed primarily for web-based applications. I don't know what to say. Try a Chromebook. They are fantastic. All right, so let me go here into the chat, see if anybody's here. I do these live shows at different random times to catch people in different time zones, because I know some of you are from planet Mars and it's a much different environment and time zone. No, I am not drinking wine this morning. That was just a joke. Steve Arena was in the house. Steve says Chromebook myths. You mean they are real? Last time I checked the Twilight Zone, yes, they are. Vincenzo is in the house. Vincenzo. When are you going to show some respect to the family and join us on the private chat? Do I really have to call Sicily? Steve says, but do they have caddy trunk size storage? You can go, last I checked, you can go as high as 512 gigabytes of storage. Is that enough? I don't know. That's what I'm asking you for. Sir Seuss is in the house. Chromebooks are slower than Windows 7 or Windows 11 or Windows 7. Chromebook speeds are insane. As fast as Windows 11 is, nope, Chromebooks are definitely faster. Even the $200 one. Yeah, just to let you guys know who are completely new about Chromebooks, they start, well, now actually they start at about $100. Check out the latest Chromebook deals on Amazon. The prices are insanely low. Now, if you're going to spend $100, $200 on a Chromebook, don't expect to do it that much. But obviously, just like any other machine, the higher you go in price, the better deal, and a little bit faster processor, more RAM, maybe a 4K screen. The 4K screen, by the way, on a Chromebook is beautiful. And you're not going to find, I don't think you'll find any other laptop with the 4K screen for less than $1,000. Have you looked at Macs with 4K screens and the price? Yeah, let me get a second mortgage on a house and I'll buy one. Thank you very much. Hang on, I need a drink. Anybody else drink flavored seltzer water to lose weight? I do. All right. Vincenzo says the trunk is full. What is it, full of ThinkPads? Adam Grubbs, good morning, mate. Timo's in the house. Good morning. Sir Sue says, how is everyone doing? Well, I'm doing fine. I woke up. I asked Alexa, what is the temperature? It is 25 degrees. Too cold. I almost went back to bed, but I thought, well, since I can't go out and play and wash the car, thought I would jump on and just chat a little bit about the Chromebooks. So anyway, all jokes aside, if you haven't tried a Chromebook yet, maybe you should. And if you don't like it, send it back. And really, you don't have to worry about security or ransomware or anything like that. The Chromebooks are secure. Now, let's not confuse privacy with security. Nothing is private, but if you want security, for example, against ransomware, yes, you will be secure, about as secure as you can get with a Chromebook. If anybody out there has one, if you watch this later, let me know. Linux-powered Chromebooks, the potential power of Linux. Welcome to the dark side, right? Timo likes Chromebooks. Cool. Now, Timo is an exclusive Linux user with Ubuntu. Try the new power drink, Ubuntu, as Slim Man said. It does sound like a power drink, like Red Bull. Hey, give me a shot of Ubuntu. Make it a double, pal. Anyway, so all you guys doing this morning? If there's anybody new watching, don't forget to say hello. Hello, hello. Ransan is in the house. Hello, Ransan. Are you new to the stream? I don't recognize your name. Welcome. Everybody say hello to Ransan. Says perfect timing, the stream. I just watched your LTT reaction. Oh, the Linux tech tips reaction to trying to install Linux for the first time. Yeah, that was fun to watch. What did you think of that, Ransan? Sorsu says, laying in bed thinking about getting up. Nah, stay in bed. It's too cold to get up. Thomas is in the house. Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? That means hello. What's up, amigos? If my Spanish is correct. Brian says, good morning. How you do feel about the new Pixelbooks out next year? I did read something about it, Brian, but I don't know enough about the Pixel books. The previous ones are fantastic. I don't have a Pixel book, but yeah, I don't know yet. Ah, Brian is new. Everybody say hello to Brian Black. Don't be. Everybody must say hello to Brian Black. Oh, I will not say another word for this morning. Come on, don't be shy. Hi, Brian. Welcome. But yeah, as far as Pixel books go, what price points are they starting at? I have not checked. Um, yeah, I'm assuming that they'll be just as good as the previous ones. Yeah. Ransan agrees, basically agrees with most of the things I said. Yeah, there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about Chromebooks that just aren't true. Now, no machine is perfect, obviously. Yeah. My Spanish is fine. Thank you. Yes, you are from Germany. So in that case, Guten Tag. Stephanie taught me that one. She says that means hi or hello. Ransan is new. He uses Mint. Oh, Linux Mint. Cool, man. Cool. Hello, Ransan. Welcome. Yeah, the main reason why I don't use a Chromebook every day is the apps that I like are not yet approved or work or not designed yet to work on a Chromebook. OBS Studio, Kdenlive Video Editor, stuff like that. So the software, the development of apps needs to catch up to the potential of the Chromebooks, if that makes any sense. But that's the only reason why I don't use a Chromebook every day. Now for checking emails, doing some recordings on videos, tutorials, stuff like that. Playing music, watching movies, stuff like that is perfectly fine. But yeah, so until the software catches up, that's why probably content, I'm guessing most content creators don't create much on a Chromebook. Chromebooks are capable of it, certainly, but that's the reason why. So, yeah. All right, so you've been using Mint since 2017. You do not distro hop. I used to, but after a while, my doctor said you need to stop taking Motrin for the headaches. So, yes, I stopped distro hopping in 2016, 17. I've been sticking with Ubuntu Mate. So yeah, I distro hop for about 10 years to learn about Linux, but I thought maybe that's enough. My German is getting better. Danke. I think that means thank you, right? Danke. Brian says, am I trying crostini? Yes, I like to sprinkle some crostini cheese on my pasta every now and then. Of course, you need crostini for pasta, don't you, Brian? I haven't been trying crostini that much on the Chromebook. But yes, I have tried it. Thomas says Ubuntu now goes a strange way. Well, if you're talking about the GNOME desktop, it's not my favorite desktop environment. I think they should have stuck with Unity if you wanted something different. But I am not too crazy about the vanilla plain Jane GNOME is really, in 10 years of development, it's just not user-friendly at all. It's been kind of disappointing, to say the least. So, yeah. So as far as Ubuntu goes, I don't know where they go from here. I really, really don't. I'm sure they'll be fine, but Ubuntu, the Ubuntu name is famous worldwide. It's just I've stuck with Ubuntu Mate. I prefer the Mate desktop. It's just less work, faster, less work to make it functionable. I don't need extensions in Ubuntu. And it just works. So I'll just stick with the Ubuntu Mate. Those of you who watch this on the replay, sorry that I missed you, but you guys tell me as far as Ubuntu with GNOME versus, say, the Chromebook, which is easier. Thomas says, it is lunchtime. Yes, you are 5-6 hours ahead, right? In Germany. Just curious, is there some kind of YouTube channel setting turned on to hide subscriber count? Is there some kind of YouTube channel setting? There probably is. I'd have to look. I don't really do too much in the YouTube studio. But yeah. Thomas is looking forward to other live chats. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, I would love to continue these in 2022. We need sponsors and contributors to keep this channel going. As you know, running a YouTube channel can be somewhat expensive. If you would like to contribute, please do. It's thankfully this year we were able to balance the budget for the channel. So thank you for all of your contributions who make the live shows possible. All right, so Thomas has to go eat his lunch. Go eat your lunch, your German lunch. Oh, Brian is from Pittsburgh. Cool. Brian, are you? I don't know which part. Are you familiar with the Parkway Theater, Parkway Center Theater? Are you anywhere near there or the Pittsburgh Airport? Because I'm fairly close to the Pittsburgh Airport. Cool. We have another Pittsburgher. Brian, welcome. Tim says, you know me. Yeah, MX Antics and Ubuntu. Yes, I remember. Adam says, for most users, a Chromebook is perfectly fine. There are many edge cases that I have run into where when Mac Linux were required, those cases are reducing all the time. Okay, cool. Brian, you are near Robinson Township, so you are near the mall. Okay, I shop there somewhat frequently. Very nice. I mentioned Parkway Center Theater because my jazz friends are playing tonight at the Parkway Center Theater, the Jimmy Z Trio. Brian, if you like jazz, you may want to check it out. But yeah, check out Jimmy Z at the Parkway Center Theater. Yeah, I think he plays there at least once a month. It's free. It's one of those dinner theaters, so check it out, Brian. But cool. Awesome. You're not too far away. Adam says you used Pixelbook Go for a lot of things at work. There was the occasional things that just didn't measure up for. Yes, sure. The Pixelbook Go, is that the smaller version? I can't remember. Yeah, Rance, and as far as the subscriber thing on the channel, I have to take a look. I think I'm close to 11,000, something around there, but yeah. Hoping Chromebooks, Crostini might have a chance to try to compete with MacBooks Pro. Putting the Crostini aside, I think Chromebooks in general do compete, with the lower priced MacBooks starting at what, $1,000, especially for the 4K version. The Chromebooks are a better deal. But if you want to do a lot more, sure, then go with the MacBook. Yeah. The Pixelbook Go was the clamshell one that came after the original Pixel. Ah. Okay. All right. Got it. Cool. Yeah, as far as Chromebooks, if you buy one that was manufactured last year or this year, you will get at least 6.5 years support. Maybe more. That's not bad for a $200 machine or more. And with the higher end machines, Google may even bump it up. But think about it. Where else can you get a machine for $200 and get at least 6.5 years of support, official support? Really, with zero maintenance. I can't think of anything. Can you? I did see, read something where right now Chromebook sales aren't as hot as they once were. MacBook sales are on the rise, and that's due to the $999 MacBook Pro, which is a fantastic deal. You know, if you're a Mac person, and some of my friends are, but in terms of 4K and features, you're not going to find it in a MacBook versus a Chromebook. But again, that all depends what you're looking for. So I don't, even with my ThinkPads, I don't like to do a lot of live shows on a smaller screen or video editing. I prefer a bigger screen. But yes, I can hook up a Chromebook to a bigger screen. But anyway, it's just an option. Yes, they are a great deal. Farron is in the house. Farron OS. Hello. Guten Tag, Farron. Now I know in some people say, well, Chromebooks aren't really Linux. Well, what are they powered by? Fettuccine Alfredo? As far as I know, they're based on a form of Linux Gentoo. Are they not? So yeah, they are Linux powered machines. It's just an option. It's just a choice. I know some people say, why would you want to spend money on a machine when you can download Linux for free and install it? Okay, are you going to provide free tech support for all the bugs that will eventually pop up when graphics drivers don't work, when that doesn't work, when this doesn't work? You know, Keep in mind that we are still in the pandemic. People have much more busier lives. They don't have time. A lot of people just don't have time to download something, install it, maybe solve a puzzle. Yes, they can maybe watch one of my tutorials or somebody else, but look, they have busy lives, especially people in the medical profession. They don't have time for this. They just want to buy it off the rack, turn it on, and go, just like they would a Windows machine or a MacBook or anything else. At least that's how I see it in this crazy world of ours. If there is anybody new watching, say hello. It's great to have some new people here in the chat. And that's the main reason why I do these shows at different times, when I'm not doing anything else, just to catch some people like Brian here in the chat. Always a pleasure. I know I miss a lot of you. I always get a comment, man, I just missed you or this and that, but it's great to have new people here. Quails is in the house. Hello, Quails. How are you? Joey is in the house. Ba 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 boo. All right, for those of you who came in late, let me replay the top 5 myths briefly once again. How does that sound? So give me a second here. Options and half-truths when it comes to Chromebooks. Let's take a look at my top 5 myths about Chromebooks in no particular order. All right, number 1 Chromebook myth. Chromebooks are only good for schools. Well, it is true that Chromebooks are great for schools because of low cost and low maintenance, but you can also play games, watch videos, play music, movies, and of course, edit documents. Number 2, you can't play games on Chromebooks? I just answered that question. Check out Google Stadia, for example. Myth number 3, Chromebooks have no internal storage. Well, I guess that depends how much storage you need. Last I checked, you can get Chromebooks up to 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, that may or may not be enough for you. Of course, don't forget external storage and, of course, web-based storage, cloud storage like Google Drive. Myth number 4, Chromebooks have Linux or based on Linux and are full of bugs. All right, okay, you win. You got me on this one. This is half true. Yes, Chromebooks are based on Linux. And I'll let you know as soon as I see my first bug. But seriously, you can enable as an option Linux apps, installing Linux apps on Chromebooks. They may or may not work properly in my tests. Now, you can disable that and not use them at all. But in terms of the machine itself and the core operating system, I have not seen any bugs, at least none that have been persistent. And finally, myth number 5. You can't Skype on Chromebooks. Think about this for a second. Chromebooks are essentially best for web-based applications. So you're trying to tell me that web-based applications like Skype will not work on a web-based machine? All right, jokes aside, you can try web.skype.com. Also, you can try Google Meet, Zoom, Google Duo, Microsoft Teams, and a host of others. Myself, I kind of prefer Google Meet or Skype. All right, this one kind of made me chuckle a bit. Somebody mentioned you can't web chat can't Skype on a Chromebook, a machine that's designed primarily to run web apps. So yes, you can web chat on a Chromebook, not a problem. If you have a Gmail, if you log into your Gmail to the left, you'll see a shortcut there, Google Meet, start a new meeting, and that's how I've been doing some of the live shows. Yes, you can obviously Skype on a Chromebook if you want to. So that is not going to be a problem. Now, with the built-in microphone, I'm not sure what kind of quality. Of course, that would be true with any laptop you should get. I like to use a headset. I do have a separate mic, a Epiphany or Fifine 690 mic I use on a scissor stand. That's okay too, but the headset you have more control because it's on you. So if you move your head back and forth, like for example, now I'm using my tabletop mic, and if I move my head like this, the voice kind of fades away and you can't hear me as much, and I got to move closer to the mic, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, a headset mic is the way to go. Sir Sue says we have a crowd in the house. Yes, we do. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, wait. Who let the turkeys out? Ooh. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. It is almost Thanksgiving. Sammy is in the house. What's up, Sammy? Grandson school issues, Chromebooks issues. Oh, the school issues Chromebooks to every student. Cool, they have to go remote right now due to the COVID outbreak. Yeah, COVID is on the rise again. I'm sick of it. They use Zoom just fine. Well, there you go. A real-world application from a real person, Chromebook, and a Zoom. So there you go. Joe says they are not bad quality. My grandson had to use his for school last year, and it was surprisingly good. Yeah, for what they are built for, they are the best Linux-powered machines for what they are built for. Meaning zero maintenance, low cost, starting at low cost, 6.5 years support. They're easy to use. They just work. Batteries can last like all day, like 10 to 12 hours. Depending on the machine. Like I have one now, it's a 4K screen lighted keyboard. Well, that ain't going to last all day. It just, it's going to suck power, but that's normal. But they are designed very well for what they do. When look, there's going to be people out there, man, I tried Linux, it sucked, I couldn't. I said, well, time out. First of all, which Linux did you try? Okay. Number 2, have you tried a Chromebook? I mean, if somebody tries a Chromebook and says Linux sucks, then there's something else going on. It's just an observation. Now, if somebody says, I had a Chromebook, it didn't do enough for me. Okay, well, that's okay. At least you tried it. But if you buy a machine and it's not what you wanted, is that the fault of the Chromebook? Can you really say Linux sucks? If it's not what you thought it was, just buy a different machine. Buy a Mac if that's what you need. Okay, Joe, so it was the $400 range contributed to the quality? Yeah. All aluminum? Yeah. If you want, obviously, better quality, and nowadays, if you shop on Amazon, the prices have dropped. Yeah, you shouldn't have any issues. Shouldn't go wrong in the $400 range. Again, they go as high as the 1,000 or more. Most people don't need to spend that much on a Chromebook unless you want a 4K screen. Granted, the 4K screen is really, really nice, especially if you wear glasses or contacts like me. Sam says your wife loves a Chromebook. No updates to mess with. Handles all her web needs just fine. Yes. A perfect example, Sam. Absolutely. Google should hire me to make a commercial for the Chromebook. Hey, Windows users. Hey, listen up. Follow me here. You want a machine with no ransomware? Ransomware? Bugs? Forget about it. Just get a Chromebooks starting at $199.99. Check out the Total OS Today store or something like that. Or maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger should do a commercial for a Chromebook. Blah, you need to buy a Chromebook. They are fantastic. They will terminate all ransomware. Blah, blah. Blah. All right, Arnold. Will you get out of my way? Arnold, jeez. He pops in at the most inopportune times, I told Arnold, stop bugging me on the live shows. So, Arnold, what's new in California? Oh, the weather's bad. Yes. Okay, all right. Thank you. That joke never gets old. There's an old Schwarzenegger joke when he was governor of California. Something like, you've heard of Meet the Press? This is not Meet the Press. This is Press the Meat. Anyway, just a little joke. And to think I followed this guy since my beginnings in Linux. Yes, we all have to start somewhere. I started on my own, 2006, yeah. Self-taught. And luckily, I don't have to use Motrin anymore for Chromebooks or Ubuntu Mate. Whew, I still have a little bottle just in case, Steve likes that joke. Arnold. He should make one more Terminator movie, and they should feature Chromebooks. We need to capture the T-1000. We will track him with the Chromebook. The Chromebook is most secure. It is impervious to T-1000. Yes, Steve is having his 100th coffee clutch tomorrow. 100th video. I remember my 100th video 100 years ago. Ba-ba-boom. The IT department at school where you work tried to convince the district to go Chromebook to save a ton of money over the Apple laptops, but they wouldn't bite. Oh, really? Why is that? Have them call me. I will consult him for a small consulting fee. Oh no, grandson tested positive 10 days ago. Quarantine ended yesterday. Then we get emails saying wear a mask all day policy isn't working. Cases went up. Yeah, it's going to be a while. Yeah, Joe says the Chromebook is the new T1000A. It's fantastic. Well, I just realized it is 9:47 a.m. I need to power my fuel cells. I need to get some breakfast. I'll stick around a little bit longer. Brian, are you still with us? Brian is new. Remote starts next week. We currently have guardianship of him due to issues with the mom. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Ever since the pandemic started, there's been a lot of remote stuff going on. We were just talking about this. I recorded a short video last night about the top 5 ways to or top 5 Thanksgiving technology ways to stay connected or something like that. I have to upload that, but one of the top things was obviously using web services to stay connected with friends and family. Thank goodness this technology works. And I think that's one of the reasons why Chromebook sales exploded, because they are an affordable way to stay connected through web chats, with an inexpensive machine that requires practically no maintenance. So yeah. I came across a joke the other night. For those of you who want more privacy using your Alexa app, switch it to a male voice. It doesn't listen to anything. Yeah, I had a friend of mine catch COVID last year. He was sick for 3 months. So, yeah. Take this seriously. Very, very seriously. I canceled my trip to Arizona in January, partly due to COVID cases. So it's, yeah. The wife's school is telling the teachers to get prepared for remote learning again as cases are increasing fast. Yeah, Sir Seuss. Yeah, it's I avoid crowds. I am fully vaccinated, but I avoid crowds. So yeah. Tim says you put Neverware Cloud ready, old laptop, HP, a few years ago, never had problems with it. Cool. Yeah, the vaccine does work. I think here in the States we are at 56% fully vaccinated, I think. We need to be at least 80 to beat this thing. So it's probably going to be another year. Look, the vaccines are free, folks. If you haven't got one, consider getting one. They are free, as far as I know. I might get the booster here come next year. But yeah, so we're not there yet. I wish we were. All right, I'll stick around for a few more minutes, and I will start my day with some fuel, breakfast fuel. Blah. Oh, the temperature's gone up 5 degrees. It is 30 degrees here in Ohio. Yay! Let me see here. Highs in the mid 40s. Still too cold. Anyway. Everyone eligible for the booster? Yeah, I thought I saw something on the news, Sir Seuss. Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone is, as long as you got the first 2, right? As far as I know, yeah. Yeah, my mom was asking about it, so one of my cousins just walked into Walmart and gave it to him. There was no waiting, so yeah. Joey says, I must say I really like your wallpaper, Carm. Did you create it? Yeah, I used wow. I think I used a service called Canva, Canva. I think. I was using GIMP in the past, but not required anymore. There's a lot of web-based stuff. I think it's Canva. I can't remember, Joe, but yeah, just something different. Thank you. The same here with the temperature. Yeah, Tim. You know, it's funny. One of my friends, he bought a used Lexus last month, like I did. I bought mine for my son. His heater wasn't working. I just found that it was low in antifreeze. I guess that's so. If your heater is not working on your car, check your antifreeze level. I was like, wait a minute, a heater not working on a Lexus? On a Lexus? I never heard of that. Those cars are perfect, but it was a used car and the antifreeze was low, so little car tip there. Yeah, Canva. Yeah, I think that's what I use. So that's what I use for most of the thumbnails. So easy to use. Free version is fine. That's what I use. There's other apps for that, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's happening overseas with COVID. Germany had like 50,000 new cases or something. Bavaria is on lockdown. Oh my goodness. I'm so sick of it like most people are, but hey, we all deal with it. I try to that's why part of the reason I do these live shows is just to get my mind off of it as much as I can, but yeah. So, um, yes, everyone should check their fluids in their vehicles. So, yes. All right, on your screen here, these are the three apps you should consider trying on a Chromebook. Of course, Skype, Zoom, and Google Meet. Out of all of these, maybe Google Meet might be the easiest because you already have a Gmail account to set up your Chromebook. So check out Google Meet. Or as Arnold would say, Google Meet. Ugh. Anyway, but yeah, they all should work just fine. Yeah, a lot of people are grabbing shots, Sam. Yeah. Maybe I'll do another live chat from the Chromebook. I just don't like small screens. I could hook it up to a bigger screen with the cable, but that's just extra work. And I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again from a Chromebook screen. All right, let's give this a 5-minute warning, guys, then we'll wrap it up. Once again, to the two people who came in who are new, great to have you here. Brian from Pittsburgh. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. If you're still with us, Brian. I saw previews of the latest Halo game. It looks pretty good. Yeah, Arnold's Google Meet. This is not meet the press. This is press the meat. He should do one more Terminator movie. Absolutely. Yeah, Tim, have a good, safe day. Maybe I'll catch you on the next chat when you're free. Might do one Thanksgiving Eve. Heads up. If you guys are free Thanksgiving Eve, I think it's supposed to snow, so I don't know. We might do a little chat Thanksgiving Eve, maybe. Vincenzo likes that one. Press the meat. That's an old joke from like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. That always stuck in my head because it's so clever, right? All right, Sam, take care. Goodbye. Thanksgiving here would be Thursday. Oh, that's right. You guys don't have Thanksgiving in Australia. Or do you guys have a version of a Thanksgiving in Australia? Sleepy, I mean, do you celebrate all the kangaroos there or something? I don't know. But yeah, it's Thursday. All right. Well, on that note, speaking of thanks everyone who stopped by this morning. Great to chat with you as always. If you missed any of this, you can watch this on the replay. Again, this was the top 5 myths, at least, about Chromebooks. If you if you don't have one, get one. Yes, Sleepy says. Vince says, "You are thanks shrimping." That sounds pretty good right now. I love calamari, by the way. Italian word, squid. Yeah. Steve, be nice. All right. Take care, all of you. I'll catch you maybe live Thanksgiving Eve. If you have time, stop by. Actually, I think I'm home all day Wednesday. I can't remember. I have to look at my schedule. Can't remember. Anyway. All right. Later. Arrivederci.